Hello, everyone.
Yay, hello.
Welcome back to another fantastic Adobe live stream. I'm here with Allie today. But first of all, if you just were tuning in, you probably already saw Claudia do it, but we've got the first week of the new Illustrator Daily Creative Challenge happening with Claudia every weekday at 11:30 a.m. Pacific. So don't miss out. Definitely check it out. I think you guys are going to have a great time. But we're going to crack into it. Allie, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm so excited.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So I think give everybody a good little understanding of who you are, what you're up to, all those great things.
Yeah, cool. So my name is Allie Mitrovich, and I am a graphic designer and small business owner of AllieRose Co. I'm 23, living in Maryland, and I started my business in kind of the peak of quarantine. Kind of bad timing in hindsight, but it all worked out. And my business sells like apparel, stationery, stickers. And yeah, here's my website. Everything's designed by me through the site. I'm really into hand lettering. It's kind of like my forte. And I also do graphic design work on the side. So I'm going to show you some of that too.
That's awesome. I see that behind you, you've already got some swag orders ready to get sent out.
Check me out. So here are some of the previous logos that I've done. So I like kind of feminine, fun, hand lettered. So like this right here is my handwriting. And these two right here are my handwriting. So yeah, that's kind of what I do for logo work.
That's awesome. I saw that you have logo packages right there on your site as well.
Yes.
So you're already communicating that to potential customers.
Yes. Paused for now, but when I had them open, yes. And then just to give you another little feel for like what I do exactly, here's my Instagram page. A lot of, like I said, hand lettering, a lot of illustrations like that, product pictures. Yeah, so that's AllieRose Co. And I guess, should I jump into
what are we going to be working on today and
tomorrow? All right, cool. I'm super excited. So this is a passion project. I'm going to make this full screen.
Yeah, I love a good passion project. I think they're some of the most entertaining.
I know. So
streams.
I was in a little bit of a creative rut, I guess you could say. So I'm super excited about this. So basically what this is it's an idea that my sister and I had a few years ago, like 2 to 3 years ago. We came up with the idea to do, again, this is fictional, but a food truck that serves charcuterie. So like build your own board per se, that would go to like wineries or weddings or birthday parties, stuff like that. That's kind of the idea that we were going for. So I'm going to be making the logo and branding for Midi Charcuterie, which is what the brand will be called. The reason behind the name, so my last name is Mitrovich, and no one can pronounce it. It's impossible to pronounce if you don't know me personally. So whenever we go to restaurants or anything and we have to put our last name in for like a reservation, we always just say Midi. And it was my grandfather's nickname. So that's where the name comes from, Midi Charcuterie. So
love that.
That is what we will be doing today. And I'm super excited. So, whoops. Okay, so here's like what I'm hoping to accomplish over the next 2 days. Logo, sub-logo, business card, menu, and mockups. So today I'll hopefully get the logo, sub-logo, and business card done. Might move into the menu, kind of depends. And then I have a lot of fun mockups that I wanted to work on in Photoshop. So that'll be over the course of the 2 days. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I love it. I'm so excited. And I see a bunch of people talking about Adobe Max and how it's ready to party time. I'm so excited about this because nothing is better than having a party with charcuterie.
Nothing
I'm already
is better.
salivating. I'm so excited for this project.
I know. So here's a mood board that I put together. The vibe that I'm going for here with this logo is kind of like a homey, cozy, rustic type look. I'm really liking the fall color palettes right now, so I'm kind of trying to stick with that. The wood grain I'm really into. Yeah, so that's kind of how I want you to feel when you see the logo. So that's what I do for mood boards, rather than putting like, this is what I want my logo to look like. I'd rather it be, this is what I want you to feel when you see my logo.
Yeah.
So
what I love about your mood board, wow, words are so hard. What I love about your mood board here is that it's so tight. Like, I think it gives a really good cohesive look and feel to a client.
Right.
I've seen a lot of people present mood boards to clients and they're so all over the place, and sometimes that confuses the client. But this, the door frame matching the cart and even the fall palette that you've pulled. So it's all very, very cohesive. It's very dialed. I think it works really well for presentations.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so that's kind of the feelings that I want you to get through this brand. And here's a color palette that I put together. Obviously won't be using all of these colors, but haven't decided on, like, I haven't narrowed anything down yet. So kind of kept a broad color palette. And again, really liking the like subtle fall kind of dull colors right now. So yeah, that is what I have. And it's so funny because all the work I do is so bright, and like my Instagram's like so bright and everything. And so it's just funny how I'm kind of just doing this because I have the opportunity for a passion project. So I'm super duper excited about this.
Great. I'm excited.
So, okay. Here is my Illustrator boards. I like to start off, a lot of people do like one giant artboard in their work, but that really stresses me out, to be honest. So I have separate artboards. I went through and came up with some font combinations because I knew that I would spend the entire 2 hours working on fonts.
Okay.
So here's just some stuff that I like curated. I'd have a really, really rough sketch right here that I just drew on my iPad of some really, again, just ideas that came into my mind. I'm really liking the like badge type look, whether that's a circle or something like this right here. I don't know. I'm just going to mess around and see what I end up liking.
Yeah, I love it.
And I guess I would like to hear, what other people think as I go along.
Oh, chat is always super helpful with options.
Okay, perfect.
So as we're getting closer, we've got a couple options. We can have Val throw in a straw poll.
Perfect.
And we can kind of figure out what chat likes.
All right, love that. Perfect. So, okay, I'm going to start a new artboard. Shift-O is my favorite hack ever. It takes you straight to the artboard. Okay, so I've been staring at this Adobe screen for hours because I've been nervous and I was waiting. So I feel like my mind's a little bit set on one of these bottom three for midis. I think that it would be like, I like that it's a perfectly straight line across, especially if I do it in a circle. And I'm liking how in this guy, like these two are the same. Of course, this one's just has that rough texture on it, which I also really like. I think that fits like the wood grain type vibe. And I also really like how the descenders are even down here, like, whereas this might be hard to fit the word charcuterie under because it's just the Y coming down. Does that make sense? I don't really know.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm liking the uppercase M or the lowercase. So I'm going to just take both of these. I'm holding down Option right now to drag it over and it duplicates it. So I'm going to outline these because I don't love, I don't love how close this I, the dot is, like it's connecting to the T. I'm not loving that. So I'm going to ungroup it and just mess with it, I guess. Ooh. So I'm just taking the direct selection tool right now. I don't really even know what I'm doing, to be honest with you, just messing with it.
You're good. I think this is where it gets really exciting is whenever you have ligatures like that, that are like, there's a consistent thread across it. Like you've got the I to the two T's.
Right.
Those are really fun options to kind of
for sure.
figure out momentum and cadence throughout the logo type.
I definitely agree. I don't like this little point right here. Still a little bit close. Let me move this whole guy down. Whoops.
So you found a pain point early on within the kind of the type that you found.
Yes.
And so you're kind of fixing the eye and then you're going to focus on the rest of the letters, or how do you typically approach these types of things?
Honestly, depends on the font, of course, because like for this one, for example, I don't love the like initial setup of it, but yeah, I guess I would just mess with it, and I'll probably go back 20 more times messing with it because I'm way too indecisive. So I'm going to make these like the same length, or not length.
Width?
Just want them to be in this line with each other. Does that, okay, cool. Still don't love where this guy is.
You could probably have the crossbar of the T just go to where the I dot is. So you don't have to necessarily have a dot.
Oh, you're saying just drag this guy all the way out?
Yeah, probably. That's probably what I would do. But
that.
I'm not you, and you're.
But I trust your judgment.
Aw. Thank you.
Okay, let me.
I feel like that creates like some really cool.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna. This is way too high up, so I'm gonna take them down. Probably put them in line with the T's, and move the S over for sure. Let's see. I think that's. Yeah, I think that looks good. Again, I will probably mess with that 20 more times because that's how I am. And then I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna ungroup these and then. Come on, there we go. And then I'm just gonna delete these. And then take the ITTY.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And just drag it over. And again, I'm holding, oh, I didn't grab the I. Oh my goodness, I can't get this without this. So here I'm selecting them all by pressing Shift, and then the Option key will duplicate it. And then one of my favorite things is if you hold down Shift with it, it'll keep it in line. You see, so like my mouse is going all over the place, but because I'm holding Shift now, it stays in line with it. I don't know. I use that all the time.
I love it. It's my favorite as well.
One of the best. Underrated for sure. Cool. So I'm going to start with those fonts for midis and just mess around with those, put them in a circle, add charcuterie. I don't know. Cool. We're going to.
Have you ever used the Puppet Warp tool?
I learned it in school. I majored in graphic design. I guess I probably should have mentioned that at the beginning for my intro, but in school I did, but I don't utilize it anymore.
It could help you with your ligatures on your like descenders, potentially, if you wanted to get fancy with them.
I could definitely look into that more. So these two are actually from the same, like they're the same font group as these two. So one's rough and then one's filled in. And I really like the rough, but I think that I'm trying to think if I want the rough to be for the logo or for the word charcuterie. I think it might work better in the word charcuterie just so that the logo has like, just so the logo is completely filled in. I don't know. I'm gonna take this over, but I'm not dead set on this one. I do love the way they pair together, but.
What makes it a good pair to you?
Well, obviously this isn't that, but I love cursive with like a serif font. I think that always looks really nice. I don't know. I like how they're both the same amount of like both of these have the same letter widths, which I think looks really nice. And honestly, they came in a pack together. So I was like, yeah, they look great.
It's awesome.
So let's see.
Kieran asks, Allie, what is your favorite food brand for its identity?
Sorry, can you say that again?
They asked, what's your favorite food brand for its identity?
Ooh, I've never been asked that, nor do I have an answer off the top of my head. I have to think about that. What's your favorite?
Food brand?
Yeah. Based off identity. I don't know what mine would be.
I'd probably say something in the alcohol, like packaging. Because I love
okay.
Good bottle.
Yeah, my friend recently got me these ciders, and she told me that she got me them just because she thinks that I would like the aesthetic of them, which is very fitting for me. But yeah, very cute. I think that ciders and wines have really fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Branding.
I think it's one of the best ways to, pull in new customers is your packaging, especially for
absolutely
different people's taste and stuff.
Absolutely. So I guess that's my answer. Sorry, I definitely just copied your answer.
It's a great answer. Steve says favorite food brand is it within reach and ready? That's amazing.
That is actually, I changed my answer to whatever he just said.
That's great. But chat, if you have more questions, you might be tuning in from YouTube. Make sure that you come over to be.net/Adobe Live to be hanging out with us in chat. Ask all the questions you have. You can ask about her swag, merch, all those great things, logo packages. When are they going to be available again? How do I know which one to choose? All those great things. Just come back over.
Yeah, come hang out.
Ooh, Nick Longo said Chobani. Yeah.
Oh, that is a good one.
That Chobani rebrand was the hotness.
That is a good one. I'm also just a fan of Emma Chamberlain, but if you know of her coffee company, Chamberlain Coffee, I love their branding. I think it looks really nice. They recently did a rebrand and it was like, it made all the world of a difference.
That's awesome.
So I'm just adjusting the tracking just to see if I like. Wondering if there's a way, if I did something like this. So it like could tuck in here. And I feel like it's fitting for this brand to have like the established year. I don't know. I think that's like kind of pulls in like the vintage vibe. So I'm using 1992. Of course, this is not happening in 1992, but that's my parents, the year that they got married. So we're going to go with that.
Perfect.
And I don't know, we're going to mess with it.
Adorbs. Love those little details when you can get those into like little sub brands and things.
I agree.
There was a question around, are there any tips or rules that you follow when making good font groups for a project?
Ooh, I wouldn't say rules per se. I kind of just use like my intuition when it comes to that. I also there's like, I've seen stuff on Pinterest specifically where they'll show you good groupings of like popular fonts in Adobe and which to pair. And then there's also font packs in Adobe that you can go to, and they like will show you a good group of fonts to use together. So I definitely always would utilize that. I wouldn't say rules though. I think it's kind of like up to you and the vibe of the logo that you're making.
Val says, founded the year I was born.
Ayo. Just for you.
Annika, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to chat today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or middle of the night for you.
I don't know what I want to do with this.
Do you have a favorite typeface? And why is it Comic Papyrus?
Comic Sans, easily. No, I'm kidding. I think Comic Sans should be banned from all fonts. Favorite font? That is tough. Honestly, Futura, you can't go wrong. But that's like kind of a basic answer, I think.
I don't know. I feel like Futura, like, it goes in waves and, like I think it's hot again. Like,
I just feel like you can't go wrong with it.
And then hot again.
Yeah. I love a good clean like sans serif font. So I love Branded Grotesque as well. I think that's what I'm using down here. Actually, let me check. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's like very clean, but I also just recently found this guy. And I thought that was Celine Sands was such a fun font. So basically I'm dodging your question because I don't have a specific answer. I have too many, but one of those three, I guess I said.
Amazing. Sorry, there's an ongoing joke with chat about how I'm trying to make Comic Papyrus the be all end all typeface of the world. And God. So when you kind of said that you were going to purge Comic Sans from happening, Voodoo Val just was in love with your response. All caps. Thank you for telling Alex like it is. So.
You're welcome. I always got your back.
Chose the dark side.
So I'm liking this aligned with the bottom of the Y. I'll move this a little closer. And then I'm going to start doing like formations because I'm kind of going for a badge look. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't need the badge. Like, it doesn't have to have the badge, but I definitely think that that's kind of fitting for this brand. I'm just going to move this 1992 in a bit with the kerning.
Yeah, I mean, I think especially with these like vintagey logos, like the more badges and applications you have for it, the better it is for like the brand toolkit at the end of the day.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm liking these two. But again, I'll probably change my mind 20 more times. Okay, now I'm going to go for one of these circle badges that I have sketched up. And we'll see the way that these fonts fit with that. So if you hold down Shift on your keyboard, it makes a perfect circle instead of a like a wonky circle, just one of my other favorite buttons to click. And I'm starting in black because you should always start a logo in black.
And why do you start a logo in black?
Well, because you don't want your customer to get distracted by the colors. And also I'll never forget, my professor said, like, when you are making a logo, you always have to imagine that this logo is going as like a window decal. So, or like a stamp. So it needs to be a solid color as like its base. And then you build off of that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the other part of it is you just don't want to sell the logo based off the color. It needs to work. And
yeah. I mean, I'm guilty. I think everyone's guilty of that. Like, you see a color and you're like, oh, I love that one, but you might not actually love it for its type or for its like character. You might just like it for the color, and that's what drew you in initially.
Absolutely. Agreed. It says like a Hard Rock Cafe vibe.
Oh yeah. It is giving that vibe. All right, now I'm going to erase some parts here because I want the middies to be like cut out of the circle. And I was using the eraser tool there.
Oh, nice. Voodoo Val is asking, so Allie, do you have any designers that really inspire you?
Ooh. Let me think. I follow so many people on Instagram that I am like mesmerized by, for sure. Honestly, the designer that you had on a few weeks ago, she owns Asteria. I forget her first name. I feel so bad. Her studio is Asteria, and she does logo work. And I found her through Adobe Live and was just like obsessed with her work. So definitely her. I mean, she does stuff that's like similar color combos to what I'm doing today. So I definitely got some inspiration from her. And just people on Instagram, honestly, I can't think of like, I know I'm going to regret saying, like forgetting to say someone. So definitely her.
It's definitely not a trick question. We're not going to send this to people and be like, Allie didn't mention you. Do better.
How dare you?
We're not going to do that. That would be pretty mean and funny though.
I wouldn't be too mad, honestly. All right.
But Adobe has done such a great job of pulling in wonderful creators from all over the world that you might not have been exposed to, and getting to see them work real time is always just breathtaking.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and Buddha Val, man, you're so quick. It's Lizzie Campbell.
Yes, Lizzie Campbell. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's hilarious. Thank you, Val.
Thanks, Val. I love her. She's on the ball today.
Oh, she's always on the ball. She is quick.
I'm gonna try and do like a like here how I did the way that charcuterie is like curved right here. I'm gonna mess with that now.
I was asking, what's that main strip font that you're using for midis?
Oh, this font? Mm-hmm. It's called Fisttail, I believe. I'll show you the spelling of it. Fisttails, yeah, right here.
Spelled
I purchased
like
it.
This tails.
Tails. Fist. Why was I saying this? I don't know. I guess we'll never know the correct spelling. Okay, so now I'm gonna copy Command C and paste in front, Command F, and then I'm gonna take this guy and type on him, on the top guy. I always say guy. I like make them human beings. So I'm gonna do charcuterie. And obviously it's not correct. Please hold, please hold. There we go. Cool.
Kieran says the logo is looking fresh, Allie. I know come later, but can't wait to see these gems in color.
Yay, thanks. I'm excited. Color just makes me abnormally happy, but I get ahead of myself, so I'm trying to take it slow. All right, now I'm gonna paste. Because when you do the circle, when you type on a path, it takes away the stroke. I'm gonna paste another circle for the top. And then I'm gonna type established. You'll see what I mean in a second. Goodness, I can't.
Do you have any badge logos that you always, or people that make badges that you're just kind of blown away with?
I love looking at like actual patches, like the iron-on patches that you see, kind of like Girl Scout, Boy Scout situation. I'm trying to think though. Okay, this is another person that I watched on Adobe Live, but there was a girl who, sorry, I'm getting distracted as I work. There was a girl who she was hand drawing on fresco, and she did like a lot of patchwork badge designs, and her stuff looked incredible.
That's awesome. Yes, it's crazy to see how good some people are with badges and building sets and stuff.
That's what I'm trying to be today, but we'll see. Okay.
Young Jerks. Are you familiar with their work?
I'm not.
Best name for a brand studio ever.
Easily.
They do a lot of work with like Deus Ex Machina, the like Australian surf motorcycle skate brand. They've done such a good job with building like badge kits and brand kits and things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I love a good badge for logos. I think it just fits so well on like mock-ups of stuff. I don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah, they do a lot of like merchandise design and stuff like that.
That's awesome.
Like t-shirts and back prints and things like that.
It's up my alley.
Yeah, they do everything with like type and color, not type and color. They do type and illustration and things like that. So
cool.
It's a nice balance between the two.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Nice. And Voodoo Val's linked this Tails font, and it's on Behance. That's cool.
Sweet. Thank you.
Oh yeah, look, they've got some really cool like little mock-ups in their kit. I can see why you resonated with it.
Yeah, I feel like it's fitting. gonna try something else with this one.
I kind of like it breaking the circle.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I think it gives more of like the feeling that I'm going for. We're gonna try it with this.
It's fun. So when you're working on this project, I know you've got like a very clean color palette from the fall stuff that you've shown. Are you trying to, how vintage? Is this vintage modern? Is it vintage chic? What are you thinking?
Honestly, probably more vintage modern, but my vision was just like a, I don't know, just like more rustic. I think that we're gonna kind of figure that out as we go along. But I don't have a dead set. Whoops. What did I do here? Oh no, I erased the wrong part.
Annika asked, how did Allie start designing?
Ooh, I kind of was always artsy. Like in high school, I was, I don't know, like a little bit artsy, I guess. And very, very weirdly, I went into college with as an accounting major. So opposite of graphic design, but took one business class and was like, nope, this is not for me. And so I then switched my major to undecided. And then beginning of my sophomore year, I changed my major to graphic design just because I didn't really realize that you could make a living doing it. And I know that sounds so like cliche, but I don't know, because people look down on the arts and think that, you know, you can't make a good living, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of was always steering clear. I guess I was just listening to people I shouldn't be listening to. But then I realized that you can do really well with art, and it's way better to be excited about your job than to care about money. So I switched my major and I never looked back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no regrets.
And you still get to do a lot of work in spreadsheets since you have to deal with all your merchandise.
Yeah, I know. I didn't really get away from accounting fully, but.
Yeah, but that's great. At least you get to, like, you know, still get to dabble here and there with it.
Yeah, business is not really my thing. Honestly, I don't know how I started off doing accounting. Yikes, it was rough. All right.
Chris says, true that, sister.
Yeah, right? At least someone agrees. I'm kind of liking this double line. I'm wondering though, actually, I'm gonna try and make them a little bit thinner.
When you're thinking about the thicknesses of your strokes on these, do you have any kind of gut reactions or rules or any systems that you put in place, or you just kind of go off of a whim? How does it go for you?
My life is going off of a whim, really. So yes, that's my answer, going off a whim, but I like to scatter strokes. So like, I'm going to try these outside ones bigger and then the inside one thick. Excuse me, thinner. Like, I think that variation looks really nice when it comes to strokes. I think that honestly, just like a little line makes all the difference. Like, I'm going to try now. I'm wondering, I don't know which one I like better. It's so funny to people who aren't designers. They're probably like, this looks the exact same, but first to me, that's not.
No, absolutely.
I'm going to try deleting these.
Elevation saying the double line reminds him of Steak and Shake or some type of diners from the 1950s.
Okay. I don't know if is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's just the vibe that.
Just the vibe. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you for your feedback.
Do you have a Steak and Shake out?
No, I do. I've been to Steak and Shake though, and I absolutely love it. I just read something actually. They're like, I don't know if they're going out of business, but they're like, they've shut down a ton of businesses or like of their restaurants in the past so many years. So
You're not even joking. I'm literally looking at an article right now that says Steak and Shake is permanently closed 51 locations.
yes, I think I saw it on TikTok, unfortunately, but yeah, which makes me really sad because I did love Steak and Shake when I have had it.
Everybody says I think it's a good thing. Okay.
Come on.
They're talking about the logo, not that they're going out of
Oh,
business. Got it.
okay, about like the diner look. Okay, I was gonna say I think Steak and Shake's pretty good.
Yeah, totally.
I'm a McDonald's junkie though. You can't beat McDonald's.
Woof.
Maybe I shouldn't admit that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's funny.
Come on.
Alicia says, okay, let's choose a new company. No, Steak and Shake is fine. Fine. But the general gist of the diner thing is, I get.
Okay. All right, I am messing up all over the place here. Let's see.
So if you're just joining us now, Allie is working on making Midi's Charcuterie, a fictitious logo, but maybe a real company one day.
Fictitious for now, yeah.
Fictitious for now. So that's exciting. But if you also are tuning in and you're on YouTube, make sure you come over to be.net/Adobe Live so that you can hang out with us real time and ask all your questions and anything you want. It's an open book, so ask away. Business, life, designers, inspiration, you name it.
Anything. I don't hate this.
Do you have any creators, not necessarily a creative or whatever, that you see on like Instagram or online or whatever that inspire you to just go make things?
Oh, I need to think of someone specific. Trying to think of someone. Honestly, I see my posts. This is gonna sound so lame, but my class from high school had, or not high school, excuse me, college, like my graphic design class, they had an Instagram page and I see them working on projects and I'm like, I want to go back to college and work on those projects. And then it makes me wanna, because like, I don't do logo work every day. This isn't something that like I do way more with merchandise and stuff like that on a day-to-day basis. Mm-hmm. So seeing stuff like that makes me want to do a full-on project. And then I go on Behance a lot and I see them like artists have the whole mock-up and everything from a logo. So it makes me want to create all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. Behance has such incredible talent on it.
Yeah, I'm a Behance junkie.
Val says, I love it when a designer says, well, I don't hate it. Yeah. The self-loathing and trying to get the project just right, but not knowing that it's wrong. It's always fun.
I can never figure it out. Okay. Can we ask the chat, what are we thinking right now? I would love to know.
You want to number them? We could get a poll going.
Yes. But also I want to try out another format. So like, don't like get your heart set on this, but I would love to know what everyone's thinking.
Sweet. So we can start with a poll of 1 through 6, Val, for options on this current exploration.
And like, maybe if there's something that you want to see change, I don't know. I'm definitely liking the circle.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if there's, sorry, go ahead.
I don't want to taint the poll or anything, but
yeah, I guess we should.
My current favorite is number 4.
Okay. I will keep that in mind.
I think because it feels the most balanced right now.
Okay.
But also just like, it's just nicely done.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna make another artboard and I'm gonna just try something different. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this over here for inspo.
All right, the poll is officially live chat, so we'll give
Yay.
you like 30 seconds to put your vote in.
Help a girl out.
Yeah. Exciting. All right, chat, about 15 seconds left in your poll. If you missed the poll, it's probably because you're on YouTube. So make sure you come over to be.net/Adobe Live.
I got my coffee at 3:40 p.m. No shame in that.
Oh, you're ready to seize the day.
Seriously.
All righty, we're going to close the poll. We are going to do the results.
Yeah.
Philip says 4 is my favorite, but I do like number 2 if the text was closer to the stroke. Okay, interesting.
Okay, that's good feedback.
All right, so the poll's results are a staggering 0-0 for number 5 and 6.
Okay.
It's tied at 5% for numbers 2 and 3.
Okay.
1 has 10%.
Okay.
And 4 has a whopping 81%. Not sure how those numbers add up, but
yeah, I feel like that's not 100, but that's okay. Okay, cool. Thank you. They definitely took your feedback.
Oh gosh, I definitely tainted it. There was other people in chat saying 4 as well. So.
Okay, cool.
Democron says 4 and 5. Okay, great.
Okay.
So 6 is alone with 0 now.
All right. So should I just delete? No, I'm kidding.
No, don't leave it.
I'm kidding. I'm
like, that was all the hard work.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna try something like this right here and see what happens. We can do the same, like paste in front and then type on a path. Oh God.
And Annika says Alex biased the vote. That's true. My bad. Sorry, chat.
This always confuses me. There we go. Whoops.
So you're looking to make a monogram of that now?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. I like this capital M when it's in the whole word. I don't know how I feel about it on its own just yet. So I'm gonna mess with it until I decide.
What you could do with it is you could almost make the tail go into the circle. So
oh, I like that.
It's just like a strong M. Maybe that's like a button or a coaster.
Yeah, I do like that idea. Let me actually make it the solid one instead of the rough. How would you go about doing that? Would you probably use the pen tool?
Honestly, I would probably, you could do it through the pen tool, and the pen tool would work really well for this stroke. But you could also do it through a little bit of the Puppet Warp tool.
I could test out my skills, see if I remember anything from a few years ago.
You know, this is Adobe Live.
Could we do it real time?
Yeah, if you want to.
I'll try it, but you're going to have to fully walk me through this. Sorry, everyone. I don't even know which one it is. Where is she?
It is. Yeah, keep clicking through them. Nope, not that one. Hold on, let me boot up my own Illustrator. No, it's not the perspective one.
Puppet Warp, here we go.
Perfect. You might have to get rid of the perspective warp tool going on.
Oh.
I think you can just click that X out.
See, my computer doesn't even know what's happening because I haven't opened this forever. Okay.
All right, so what you're gonna want to do actually.
Whoa, okay, back it up 1 second. I need to exit out of this.
Just do your direct select tool first so you're not trying to pin.
How do I? What am I doing? I can't get the perspective right.
The perspective tool doesn't like to play nice with that. I think you'll have
Not
to just
at
go
all.
to view. If you click view, I think you can turn off the perspective.
Here we go.
Somebody told me the command the other day and I've forgotten. Okay, so perspective grid is up there. Yeah, you had it. Hide grid.
There we go. Thank you.
Yeah,
That never exits out for me. Okay.
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to take the M that you have currently. Oh, you click the perspective tool again.
Oh, Lordy. Sorry, everyone.
You're good. There you go. Boom. So take the M, and then I would just like click the M with the direct select tool.
Okay.
If you want to make sure it's not grouped to the rest. So if it's good
Right.
there. Okay. Now you can do the puppet. It might want it to be an outline type, but we'll see. There you go. All right. So now what you can do with that is those little dots that you're seeing, the black dots on it, are acting as like anchor points for the type. So everything that is like diagonaled and triangled is what's going to be pulled. So what I would do is I would add some black dots. Every time you click, adds another anchor point.
Okay.
You're just kind of wanting to pin the left two descending lines of the M. So you want to keep those in place. So click, just like click in the middle. So like right there, you've got that, but click in the middle of that same stroke. So like above, like go up, like there. Yeah. And then go up a little bit more. You're just trying to pin this thing together.
Oh, this is pinning it right now. This isn't,
yeah.
okay.
So just do that. There you go, a couple times, cool. And that's pretty much set for that. What you're going to do now is you're going to do it on, so those black dots kind of act like a joint on your arm. So from that point, it moves. So I would add a point right in the middle of that curve that you have going there. So you've got one on the tail tip. Yeah, right there is perfect. And then add one above on the straightaway. There you go. Perfect. And now what you'll be able to do is on that tail, you'll be able to pull it. So click and pull. Just like, click, there you go. Just touch it. Yeah, pull it.
Ooh, looky there.
So that kind of helps there. And then you can move the other anchor points and that will help.
Oh, I see. Oh, fun. Okay, I'm semi-remembering this, but it always messes with like the width here. Like I guess I'd have to go in with the direct selection tool and
you'll tidy it up. Like I wouldn't go like super crazy. Like you're going pretty, like I wouldn't want to pull it that far away from where it's at. You're just trying to get the kind of base shape of it.
Right.
So that you can start building the rest of the circle. So if you get a good degree turn on it, I think you'll be really happy with that. And that'll be a starting point.
Okay. As much as I love this, I think I feel more comfortable with the pen tool.
Yeah, you can do the pen tool too.
But that is a really cool feature. I probably should have practiced that before hopping on here.
No, you're good. This is something that
sometimes it is really
works
nice.
Really well, depending on what you need.
Yeah, it's super nice to have.
Yeah, when I was on with Nick last week, we did a bunch of this for some logos we were working on because it was just fun and broke all the shapes that we need.
I need to mess with that more for sure.
It's great for illustrations as well. Like having like characters that are like, I had a client that was doing a bunch of healthcare illustrations. And so we had a bunch of characters. And so moving them into new poses is a lot simpler with the puppet work versus rebuilding things. And Annika asked, did Allie get the textures on the midis with opacity masks? Nope, that's a rough version of the typeface.
All right, I kind of want it to like curve into it, not have like a sharp.
So for those of y'all who didn't know, Adobe Max is coming up on October 26th, and through the 28th. So make sure you join Adobe, our extraordinary virtual experience. So make sure you hang out. Voodoo Val is already linked before, but I'm sure she'll link the registration for you to join again.
That was a great pitch, Alex.
Thank you. Adobe Max, so fun. Be there. Nailed it.
Nailed it for sure. Okay, this guy's a little bit messed up. I'm going to actually, I'm going to use the smooth tool right now. Where is it? I can never. Voila. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Val, for sending the registration link. And the great thing is you can also, with the pen tool, you can also use the width tool and adjust some of that stroke stuff. So, because you have like variance in your weight in your typeface.
All right. Once I outline this, once I'm done, I'll go in with my direct selection tool and like clean it all up. Mm-hmm. But I think I'm gonna try and see what it looks like if
Elevation wants to know, do you ever place logos on mockups when presenting to a client? T-shirt mockup, label, packaging mockup, baseball hat mockup, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, for sure. I think that it's so helpful. Like people who aren't designers don't know how to, not that came off rude. It's hard for people to picture it when they don't, when they're not familiar with logo work. So I think it's really helpful to put it on whatever is relevant to the project. So like if it's just a regular, like the logos that I have on my website, I would mock those up on like t-shirts or bags or business cards, for example, because those will be like that's what it's primarily used for. So this, for example, then I'm gonna mock it up on like a menu, business card, this wooden plaque thing. I do think it's important though for whatever like the brand is about.
Yeah,
having
absolutely.
it match the vibe for that.
I agree. And
okay, I don't know how
you not have a charcuterie platter without a wood board.
Exactly. You can't.
Love it.
All right, this is giving me a hard time.
You could do the join tool. Also, that probably would help sort some of those pain points out. If you like select both of them and then do join.
Where's?
There should be one. It's always funny, like looking at other people's docs. I'm like,
it's so
that's
different.
Not where mine is. Should be with the blob brush area, I think, behind the brushes. There you go. Join tool. So just draw over the 2 points that are kind of touching. There you go.
Cool. I'll do it here too.
It won't work on that one because one is outlined. A stroke and one is outlined.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna sit on that one. It's like stressing me out, I think. It's not my favorite.
You're good. You don't have to put it on the back burner.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it sit. So if the chat has any ideas, I would love to hear.
Well, I know you were looking at potentially doing those like the bow tie looking one.
Yeah.
That'd be a really fun one to work on.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how exactly because I think that would have to be like a whole different font. I don't think that what I have. Let's try. Don't die. I'm not keeping this in all caps.
No, I was just going to suggest Comic Sans as a great alternative.
Totally. What if I seriously came on here and did Comic Sans? I would kick me off the live so quick.
I spent 15 minutes designing logos in comic papyrus last week. So
No way. Or like curls MT. What if I did that?
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
I'm actually going to try like a warp type thing.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Because I think if it's a little bit, has a little bit of an arch, it would be nice, even if it doesn't have a circle. Actually, I'm going to make the letters a little bit tighter. Gosh, how did an hour already go by? That went by so quick. Goodness.
It goes by quite. Don't realize how once you're in the flow of things, it just goes by so fast.
Right? Yeah, I think that looks cool. Let's try something. This is kind of reminding me like of, I don't know why, I don't even know what their logo is, but Mission Barbecue, unfortunately, for some reason, is what I'm getting when I see this, which is not really what I'm going for.
Fun. You could always, this could be a really fun one if you pulled like an Adobe stock asset of like cheese illustrations, things like that.
Well, hold on. You actually didn't even know I had this, but you were reading my mind because I already have one downloaded.
Love it.
And it literally has all of the goods. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So you're one step ahead of me, actually. And I'm going to pull this in for the business card, I think. But actually, this isn't a bad idea. There's this cheese right here. Let's try it. Oh, what if I did? I think that could fit in a circle. I don't know if I like this cheese, though. Actually, it's kind of cute. I don't know. But yeah, Adobe stock saved my life for this. So like, generally, I would probably draw something like that. But there were, like, I couldn't even decide on which food doodle to choose from. There were so many, but very convenient.
Yeah, Adobe stock saves me countlessly for things like this. That
yeah, it's such like a little, it kind of makes you look better than you are, really, because I don't think I could draw that well.
I think that should be the Adobe stock tagline from now on.
Yeah.
Adobe stock, make you look better than you
way
are.
Better than you are in real life.
So good.
I'm just messing with fonts now because I'm not.
Annika asked, how long does Allie typically spend to research the brands when working with clients?
Well, I'm an A1 stalker. So probably, I don't know, probably about an hour. I mean, I always send out a questionnaire too, so I'll get a feel for their like vibe from the questionnaire itself. But probably like a good hour digging through their website or their shop or their Instagram, just getting a feel for what they like and what they're like. And I like to also figure out what like that person is like, not just what their brand's about. Because regardless if they say they want it or not, you always kind of want to show their personality and their brand, because that's, you know, the whole reason they have it.
Yeah, that's fair. When you get these projects, is that the most that you do for the research, or do you continue to do more?
Well, I send out a pretty extensive questionnaire so that they kind of help me out in figuring out what they like. And the hard part though is that I feel like a lot of times people don't know what they want until they are actually staring at it. So they'll think they want something and then they see it and they're like, this isn't what I want at all. You know what I mean? I feel like it's I kind of figure stuff out as I go once I get like a revision back or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm kind of liking this too.
Steve says, OMG, and here in New Zealand, we have a Dutch cheese shop that as long as you buy a bit of cheese, you can stand there and sample so many different kinds of cheeses.
I'm about to fly there. That's my dream. Maryland doesn't have anything of the sort.
I'll see Steve there on Tuesday. Steve and I do a Tuesday cheese meeting. Just kidding. I wish that'd be amazing.
Oh my God, wait, I thought you were being serious. I was like, can I come next time?
I think if we did that every Tuesday, I think they would get tired of seeing us.
Yeah, that's fair.
catch our
That's
scheme.
fair. What's your favorite type of cheese?
I don't do well with cheese names. I always forget. I think there's, what is it? The honey goat? Is that what it's called? Drunken
I know
goat.
goat cheese is.
Drunken goat is the one.
Oh, never heard of that. I'm a brie gal. Love.
Drunken goat's like a goat cheese with like, I think honey or something. It's like
I mean, I would probably guess honey. I don't know.
I'm just thinking of all the dumb puns I can say.
Say them. Let's hear it.
Favorite cheese-related actress? Who would it be for you?
What is that supposed to mean?
Brie Larson.
Oh, you're going that way. That's a good one. I can't think quickly like that. Like that was kind of impressive that you came up with that so quick.
Thanks. I'm just embodying my dad life of just puns.
Yeah.
Jokes.
Well, you're really fitting the part.
Thank you.
I kind of liking this. I'm gonna mess with this one more. All right, I'm moving this guy completely off the artboard. I want to mess with the fonts here because I'm not sure I'm like loving this one. I don't know.
Well, I think what you could do with it also is the shape of that cheese wheel. Like you can curve the type a little bit more or get it to kind of play with the cheese in that space.
Okay, like kind of match this type of art. I see.
Yeah, a bit of that might help.
Yeah. I'm gonna change the font first and then do that. I'm wondering what it would look like if I did the cursive.
Elevation's asking, what does the client plan to use the logo for? Is it just for food labels or clothing, or is it meant for everything under the sun? Well, you tell
like
us.
This one? Oh, okay, so let's act like this is really gonna happen. I feel like it would be on, let me think. I like t-shirts for people who are serving at the food truck, like a decal on the side of the truck. And then on the menu, obviously business cards. I would like engraved wood, an engraved wood sign or coaster or something like that. I'm really kind of going for the wooden vibe. So honestly, anything, and then also maybe like the plates and like, I don't know.
So would you be delivering, or like for yourself, since this is for your own Middies Charcuterie, would you use one logo or would you try to build separate logos and separate kind of things depending on the use?
So I would probably use one logo for like the officials, for the website, for the menu. But then once I finalize logo here, I want to do a sub logo, and then the sub logo would probably go for like the social media icon, and then maybe the sub logo could be like on a pocket, t-shirt, chest, or something kind of like that. So that's why I like to do logo and sub logo, because I think it's important to have variation. And also, like, for example, if I were to do this one, like imagining this shrunk down to the size of a coaster, for example, it's like a little bit tough in that way. So that's why I like to do a sub logo and kind of make all the features bigger so that it stands out better.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's depending on the brand, delivering a bunch of different options is totally great. And then sometimes you just need one really good logo.
Yes, because people get overwhelmed very easily. I'm one of them, I mean, for sure. But yeah, I feel like I can't really, or yeah, no, can't do that with cursive.
You could probably do a diagonal if you really wanted to, but you've already kind of done.
Yeah, I want to do an arch. I just need to figure out what font I want with it.
Oh man, you've got some fun little typefaces in there.
Honestly, some are from college before I knew what a good typeface was, and I haven't gone through and deleted them, so I ignore half of them. That's why I favorite some, and then it's just easier to look through them.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what's good.
Angela asks, how would you rework it for web placement?
That's a good question. I'd probably keep the whole badge logo. I'd probably do like center on the website and menu underneath. And then at the bottom, like in the footer, is where I probably put the sub logo. Or remove like, oh goodness gracious, remove like the 2 circles. Yeah. And then just blow up the, like, for example, if I were to use this one, maybe remove the 2 circles and blow this up. And then of course with color, I feel like it makes it all look cohesive on the website.
Yeah, you could probably just kill even charcuterie and just have midis.
True, because it's probably not going to be called midi charcuterie in full every single time.
Yeah, I can only imagine trying to type that on my mobile phone.
Absolutely not. I just wouldn't. All right, I'm trying to pick a font. I want to try something different. Let's see what a serif would look like, or a slab serif. It's like, I think that kind of might fit the vibe too, kind of like a mom and pop shop. Like, I don't know, that's what it makes me think of.
It definitely has like a, how do you say it? It's like it definitely has like that, like cute mom and pop coffee shop vibes where I just like want to read a book and just hang
yes out. Okay, good. That's what I'm going for. I don't know what this Y descender is gonna kill me. That's why I was thinking if I had it all caps, but I don't. I think I love the look of all caps.
You could keep that descender there, and then you can do charcuterie locked up on the left side and just have it really small.
So ditch the circle and the cheese.
No, just thinking if you wanted to keep the Y lowercase
right.
like that, then you could lock up charcuterie in that negative space from the
that is true.
TT.
Definitely try that. Look at more slab serifs. The unsung heroes. I feel like no one uses them as much as.
Yeah, they're not as trendy anymore. Right,
I love them. I think they're so cute. I mean, obviously, it's definitely a specific type that uses it. You can't really throw it in anywhere, but I kind of like this. Let's see.
Oh.
I'm just messing with these. I don't really know what I'm going for. Okay. Oh, loving that. Another idea. Hold on. I'm with my pen tool gonna draw the same like arch that the cheese has, and then do type on a tool, type on a path. So that it gets the same amount of curve. Cool. I don't know if it's perfectly symmetrical, but we'll see.
No, it's fine. It's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah.
I love this. Chat's talking about trademark and how to, all that stuff. It's crazy.
Wow. You guys are getting in depth today.
Yeah, talking about how, having multiple logos and things, talking about getting lawyers to help you with trademarks and
oh goodness,
it's beautiful. So if you are missing out on all these wonderful conversations happening in chat, then you're probably on a YouTube, and you should come over to be.net/Adobe Live. That way you can interact and hang out with us and learn something new today.
Okay, I think I like the way that that worked a lot better. The art that I was doing with envelope distort was kind of like warping the text, and I wasn't digging it, but this looks a lot better to me. I like the way that the slab serif like combines with the script. I think that's a nice combination. Like this is a good font pair in my opinion, but I don't like using 3 fonts here, so.
Are you going to try to pair it with that top one? Nice. Yeah.
I'm going to try. I might do light instead of regular. I feel like these look like such different sizes, but it's saying they're the same size.
Are those the same sizes? No, right?
It says they are. Look, wait. 30, 30. Doesn't that look at the.
Yeah, I guess just. All right.
Interesting.
Well, yeah, I guess just drag it and make it bigger. Weird.
Now all right, whatever, that's good enough.
So are you going to change the ovals or the circles to be more ovular? Or is that even in a word? Oval like?
Ovular. Let me try that. I like that idea. Oh, I like that. I think I would need to make them a bit bigger. Yeah, so it matches the midis really well.
Yeah, that was just that contrast between the 2 shapes happening.
Yeah. Oops. I also would like to see. Let me align these. I'm also gonna try like making it the background black and then the type white. So it's like reversed.
I feel like the charcuterie being a straight line is the odd duckling now.
You think? Okay.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there needs to be kind of a different envelope to it.
What if let me try.
So chat, if you are just now tuning in, we are working on, or Allie is working on her own Middies Charcuterie logo.
Yes.
It's very exciting. This may or may not become a business one day.
One day. Stay tuned.
We can all come bother her and be like, oh my God, I remember when you made this on Adobe Live.
Yeah, throwback.
Yeah, so excited.
Let's see. I'm gonna take this. Actually, I'm being indecisive. I think I'm going to take the pen. And I'm going to reflect it. And then type charcuterie on that path so it's the same as middies. Where did I not
Cagney
type that?
says, I'm impressed with your spelling charcuterie correctly every time. I struggle every time. I agree. I think.
Thank you. I actually didn't think about that. I don't know how this is happening.
I literally have been thinking that this whole time.
Have you been?
Especially when you type it from scratch and aren't just like copy pasting it over. I'm like,
wow, thanks,
how
guys.
is she crushing it? That doesn't make any sense.
Should have been an English major.
Like I'm at the point of staring at it for so long now that I'm just second guessing everything as well. I'm like, is that right?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I still think I'm leaning towards this whole page.
I think you've got some really strong options right now, though. Like, I do like the oval with the charcuterie and all that stuff. I think it's a different vibe from the others. I do think number 4 is still my favorite.
I think it's my favorite too.
But I'm not. I think these would be strong options in a deck or anything like that.
I'm sorry, what was that last part? What did you say?
Like, I think that these would be strong contenders in a logo presentation deck to the client, or like, you know, at the end of this, whenever you're done with your explorations, I think you'll be very happy with like 4 and the new oval one. Right.
I'm going to try one more thing with this.
Elevation says the new one is nice, all caps. So
all caps. You're really selling me now. I'm kidding. I'm going to try the capital M here.
Yeah, Val goes, I do that all the time. I look at a word for so long, I forget how to spell it, and suddenly it doesn't look right anymore.
Yeah. Middies doesn't look like a word. I mean, obviously it's not really a word, I guess. It's like but to me, it's not looking like a word at all.
Totally. You might be able to move that S closer. I think it might be.
You think? Okay.
Yeah, I think we're probably giving it a little bit too much space. Because in cursive, we would still, like, it'd be really tight to that.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I want to try that. Then I'm going to try. Actually, no, I'm going to keep this straight. I'm kind of going off of, if you can see this sketch right here is.
Did you just wing that back to being straight? Did you was that just like a flex? That was just like so simple.
Look at me go. Yeah, that was on a straight line too.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no, did it snap? It snapped. I'm not going to take credit for that.
From like an off angle, so I think.
I'll take the compliment, thanks.
Yeah, you crushed it. Good job.
Thank you. Okay. I'm going to do. What are we thinking about the secondary?
Steve says the S is a touch too high now. The line isn't exactly.
Wait, what?
The S, because you just moved it over at an angle earlier, is off a different baseline now.
No, so is it really?
I think so. If you took like a ruler down, I think the baseline from the ITTY is.
You know what? Honestly, this is so lame with me, but I always just draw a line and I'll take the ruler out. Yep. Shout out. Who was that? That is so impressive.
Steve is always in chat. He's a regular.
Thanks, Steve. You're the best.
Eagle-eyed Steve.
There we go. Okay. So wait, what are we thinking? I'd like to get opinions on which font we like best with the cursive. If we wanted, like, what we have, this rough sans serif or like a slab serif. I guess we didn't do a slab serif with this cursive, so it's a little bit hard to tell.
Yeah, true.
But I think that this 1992 could fit really nicely in between the descenders. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I think it fits really nice, so I'm gonna try. Sorry, I'm like moving our screens around. There we go.
No, you're good. Would you move charcuterie to the top if that negative space is where the 1992 is at? Then
I was thinking I would put Baltimore, Maryland at the top.
Oh.
Again, this is very rough sketch, but over here, like I saw somewhere, I got some inspiration from it where I saw someone put, like, it was just a lot of more information than normal on the in the logo, and I like the idea of it. So I'm gonna try doing.
It's gonna go back to old school days where we used to put phone numbers and logos.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh no. That's tragic.
Especially for like yellow pages and things.
Wow.
Gotta get all the information in.
I'm glad I wasn't in graphic design at that time. All right.
So what did you like about the logo that you saw with the extra information?
I just thought it looked more like I'm going for, the family vibe. And I think that it was just nice how it all formatted together really nicely. And I'm thinking that mine's not formatting the way that theirs was. But I just think it looked really nice.
Without the circles now?
Yeah, I think I need to make charcuterie smaller. Actually,
It's kind of
I think I just need to move it down.
Yeah, I think if without the circle, you get that reinforcement from it, and I think that works really well. So I think having the big charcuterie helps tell that shape story.
Now I feel like this needs to be a lowercase m because the negative space here is uneven,
I don't think that's a big deal.
Okay.
I think you would just rotate Baltimore. So I would probably have Baltimore match the same size as charcuterie, and then I would have
have it on
off.
a swing.
Yeah.
What in the world just happened? There we go.
You might need another anchor point.
Yeah, I think I do.
Cagney says I like the implied circle.
Yeah, I think I'm liking that too, which I didn't think I would. But
I think it does a good job of feeling a little bit less vintage and a little bit more like modern vintage.
Right.
Just making up genres right now.
I like it.
Got good.
Oh no. I'm trying to join these two.
Val says, I feel like this logo looks a lot like a seal or a badge, which is what Allie said she was going for at the start. I think we're on the right target. Yeah.
Fine by me.
All working out according to plan.
Okay, there we go. Now I need to. Where's my guy to move? There we go.
Nice.
I'm liking that, but I feel like it's not off center. Like you were thinking, have it off center to fill the gap, or still have it centered. So I should move back.
No, I was thinking have it off center to fill the gap a little bit more, and which means you might be able to. You probably could pump up the jams on both of them just a tiny bit in terms of like font size, but maybe also it's fine. I'm trying to think like. If you were to tilt this logo back again, like you had originally, would that get the Baltimore and the charcuterie to feel actually centered that way?
Yeah, probably. Because I don't know if I love how like it's not off-centered enough to make it seem like I did it on purpose. It kind of looks like I just accidentally didn't have it centered. You know what I'm saying?
Correct. We want to make it look intentional for
sure. So I want to look like I'm experienced. Let's try this.
Wow, look at that experience.
Look at that. Looky there. But now the charcuterie has the same. Actually.
Well, like you could also solve that by saying like adding a second word to charcuterie if you wanted to, like great charcuterie or the bestest.
The bestest. That's the one.
Yeah. You can tell I write copy for a living, right?
Yeah, for sure. I honestly don't hate it the way it is, though.
Mm-hmm.
What if I made charcuterie a little bit bigger? Do you think that they need to be the same size?
I think it's either they need to be the same size or they need to be different enough that
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
it's like considered and not just an accident.
Gotta look experienced now. Okay. Or I'm trying to think. Yeah, I agree. They need to be the same size. Cool. I think I really like that one. I don't know which one I like better now, 4 or this.
I don't know either. I think I'll probably go with this new one without the full circles happening.
Yeah, I agree. Like the intended circle is nice. I'm gonna just try it with lowercase real quick. I feel like I'm taking forever on this logo, but it's a good problem.
You know, that's how logos go. They're time consuming to get dialed.
Yeah, the 1992 doesn't fit as nicely here.
But that's okay. Like it can go bye-bye if needed.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the great thing is like not having a real client for this. Like,
right.
It's up to us.
Right. I think I like the capital M anyways.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with this one. Oh wait, do we like that this is a whole different font though? You know what I mean?
What other font would you use?
Maybe like the same font that I did. Let me try.
Kristen and Cagney say that they love the new one.
Yay.
Cagney says the new one feels more your style.
Cool. Okay, I actually think I like it better to match. I think that looks nice. I like the numbers with the rough font. I'm gonna make it go in line with the M. And I'm gonna center these. Cool. All right. Yay. So I guess that'll be my final logo in black. And then moving to color, my favorite part by a mile is making or adding color to logos. Sweet. So I'm gonna make a new artboard. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste these over here so I can color drop. Now I'm really, like along with everyone else, I'm really into the good like sage greens. So I think I'm gonna try that out first.
Ooh.
I think that really fits the vibe of it. I'm wondering if I did those the lighter green. I think that looks really nice.
Would you do a variation of it where you don't have any distress type and then have one that does have the distress type on it?
What do you mean, like as a sub logo or?
Not just as an alternative, so that.
Yeah, I think that because I think that they could be used in different ways. Like I think that the rough isn't necessary on all products, but it does look nice on like, I guess probably like a wood grain would look nice on, and then it wouldn't look nice on other things, I guess.
Yeah, well, I was just thinking like because of the white space with the rough, you're getting essentially 2 different colors even with the same color.
Right. Yeah, that is true.
It looks different even though it's the same Pantone
right. Swatch. Just messing. I like those 2 of them. I'm gonna try them because I'm thinking like it would look nice with the background color. But of course we took out the lines of the circle for a reason. So I'm wondering how it'll look, but we're gonna try. My other favorite hack is Command Shift left bracket, sends it all the way to the back. It has saved my life. Actually, I forgot. I need to outline all of this.
Did you ever do Command B?
I don't. What is
It's paste behind.
Oh, paste behind. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yeah, it's like kind of hard to fit into a circle perfectly. I'm going to group it just to get it centered.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those visually aligned logos.
Yeah, because I feel like it's going to bother me that it's a little bit more of a negative space here than it is here because it's not the same exact curve as, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you could probably, if you really wanted to later on, you could probably shorten the leg of the M on the left side. Just slightly, to buy yourself some space.
Yeah, that's true. I think I might do that. I really like it though when it's with all white and a colored background.
Morgan says the sage green and the yellow tan would look fire.
Okay. Anything? Oh my gosh, I just did the perspective tool again. I did that on my I did it on my keypad though. Somehow I
think it's Command P.
Well, I'm never clicking that again. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go in and change the M right now because I think I'm liking this background, but this guy's causing me some trouble. Where's the smooth? I think it needs to match up with this.
Oh, look at that.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna smooth that out though. What in the world?
Perfect. Ship it.
That's the one.
That's the
All right,
one.
now my computer is being slow. There we go. I was gonna say that does not undo. That would be very tragic. Okay, cool.
So we have about 23 minutes left. So chat, if you have any questions, definitely ask them. Or hold your peace until tomorrow.
You got to come back tomorrow to see the final product.
Exactly.
Whoops.
It's looking a lot more balanced and fitting that space. Really
nicely. Wow, I love that. Okay. I'm going to mess around with colors. I guess I'll just finish out today because I don't want to start the menu and then stop in the middle. So I'll just start with the menu tomorrow.
Cool. Love that. I like, now that you've adjusted that tail, the flow is so much better as well.
Yeah.
Like the M was kind of feeling a little stuck in the past.
I'm glad you said that because I agree. I'm wondering if I did like,
oh, that's cool.
One color. I kind of like that too. Maybe a little bit lighter.
It's amazing whenever you choose a really good color palette and you're just like, oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one. Oh, I like that one too. Oh, I like that too.
I'm way too indecisive. I don't know how I'm a graphic designer, honestly. I'm way too indecisive for this.
Great thing is, this looks like a roll of stickers you can print, and you can print all the same things on a roll of stickers.
This is making me want to open and buy this food truck like tomorrow.
Yes, please. And I hope you ship it, and I hope you seal the packages with these beautiful stickers.
Yes. No, I'll just drive the food truck out to California.
Yes, please. That's also acceptable.
Yeah.
Just park it outside of Paco's house so I can come visit.
Yeah. I'm liking that too. Yeah, I think I like the 1992 matching the same color. My computer is like kicking right now. It sounds like I could fry an egg on it.
That's amazing. You know, chat's going to tell me to tell you to save.
There we go.
You never know.
I'm good at saving it, like periodically, not today though. To focus. Okay. I'm liking these a lot. I just don't know which is my favorite. I think that this one might be my favorite, honestly. Or one of the solids.
I don't know how you're going to choose. I like the dual tone, I think, more than I like the monochromatic.
Okay. This is tough. See, this is where I'm like, I wish this was a client makeup bag.
Yeah.
Because, all right. I'm going to start making some sub logos for this color scheme. And then if I change my mind on colors, I can always go back. So when it comes to sub logos, I kind of just take like one small aspect of the logo and blow it up. So I'm going to take out all this extra information because you're going to want to, I kind of like it like just middies like that. A little bit smaller.
Cagney asked, I know you were inspired by fall colors, but did you choose these colors you like or colors that make sense for the brand?
Definitely that makes sense for the brand. Like, honestly, individually, I would never be like, oh, I love this orange. You know what I mean? But I think that with this logo and in the brand, it looks really fitting. But I wouldn't say any of these are like my favorite colors, though. Definitely for the brand. But it's so interesting how I never thought that, you know, I wouldn't pick these colors off the bat to like wear for an outfit or something, but then you put it on a logo and it's like a whole different look completely.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it is, you know, it's pumpkin spice latte season. So
it is pumpkin spice. This is actually my coffee is pumpkin spice.
That's amazing.
I kind of like just a big old M in the middle. And again, this would be nice for like a, I'm blanking on what it's called, but the little baby logo that's like this guy. You see how that's not my full logo? What is that called? I know this, but I don't.
Favicon.
Yeah. Or yeah. So like this could be nice for that, for a website. But I'm really liking this middies. I kind of want to try. I'm gonna make these this green, and then whoops. I'm gonna come down here and make this white. And I'm gonna try and make a pattern with this because I think that could be a fun sub logo if I did like a clipping mask in the circle. And I
love patterns.
I never utilized them the way that I should have, but look how good that looks. Like, I love that so much. Okay. Yeah, I definitely need to utilize them more. I need to spread it out a bit, but I think that could be super fun. Let's try it. And it's so nice. Like, so if you're confused why it just all went away, it's because it automatically adds it in your swatch panel right here, which is super nice. So like, it's going to be hard to see because it's white, but I'll drag this down here. It's the way that if I were to fill it, like fill the yellow, I would fill it and it would be middies. So now that I look at it though, it definitely needs to be smaller. So I'll try.
You can adjust that.
Oh, can you?
In the pattern make tool, you can adjust. You can do the move tile with art, or you can size tile to art.
Oh, okay, I see.
So like you can click that button, size tile to art, I think.
Wait, where is it?
And
oh,
I think that will.
Well, I was able to edit it in just double clicking the swatch, which
Yeah, I'm
works.
trying to remember. There's a way that you can, whenever you do the like resizing of the bounding boxes, sometimes it'll clip it and sometimes it will shrink the actual art. And so
Oh, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
That way you can get it in that circle and
right.
make it smaller without changing your pattern every time.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That's okay. Okay, so I think this looks a lot better.
Might be in the transform settings, actually.
I'll have to mess with that tonight. Yeah, I think that's different. Again, maybe this wouldn't be a sub logo, but I like to give, I call them elements to clients, and it's just like other fun additions. Like I could see this on the back of a business card or something like that. So it's just nice to give like other options. So I guess this probably wouldn't be a sub logo now that I think of it, but I do think it looks really nice. And I think it could be utilized in other ways.
I think if I was you or the client, or whatever, I would have so many of these logos because it's so fun. Like I would be like, oh, just middies, like you have it there. Maybe some underline.
Oh yeah, throw it all over.
Yeah, just have fun.
For sure.
Good for you.
Yeah. Trying to think how else I would do one more sub logo. Actually, let's try it in this like beige.
Do you, in your logo package kits, do you allow for revisions?
Yes, I have a cap on them. I say up to 3 revisions.
There you go. There you go, Elevation. There's specifically questions around how many revisions you charge.
Oh, are there? Yeah. It does depend. Sometimes if it's like a mistake on my end, I'll obviously be lenient about that. But it's so hard though, because like I said, no one knows what they want until they see it. Ever. Like no one ever knows what they want, myself included, but it's really hard to like hammer in on one design the first go around because it's so easy to see something and then immediately be like, I don't want that, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Even if you thought that's exactly what you wanted, it's probably not on the first try. And I just came up with an idea for one more sub logo. I'm gonna take my cheese.
Ah, yeah.
And put it in there somehow. Make it green.
Oh yeah, don't forget you have all those other illustrations that you can put together for another pattern.
You're one step ahead of me, man. You're really reading my mind. That's my business card idea. So stay tuned. You got to come back tomorrow then. You got sucked in. Cute. Or we could do just cheese.
That's a great tagline. Just cheese.
Yeah, so like this could be, or even, this is really, really specific, but in my case, I do this a lot for businesses because I make logos for a lot of other small businesses. Like this would be a perfect highlight cover on Instagram. So again, this would go with like the elements because I don't think you would use a block of cheese as your favicon, but yeah, so I'm very happy with it. I think we made a lot of progress.
Yeah. And really, for me, as asking, how did you make the cheese? And you made the cheese through Adobe Stock.
Through Adobe Stock. Didn't even have to do anything. So basically you just go on Adobe Stock and I typed in, I believe like food doodles is what I typed in because I wanted to be a little bit sketchy looking to match the like rough texture that it had on the font. So I just typed that in and then it immediately downloads. I just opened it in Illustrator and it's already vectorized, which is super nice. And you can like filter out on Adobe Stock if you want it vector images, stuff like that. So yeah, this guy saved my life for sure. Yeah,
super helpful. I always love this stuff because it's so easy just to present it back to a client and be like, here's an option with a similar style.
Yes.
And if you want, we can hire or find somebody to do those illustrations if that's what you want.
Yeah. Makes it a lot easier for sure. So I'm just gonna, while we have a few minutes left, find some elements that I like that I want to use on my business card that I'm gonna make tomorrow. But I know I want like a variety of stuff. So I'm kind of just messing and selecting and copying stuff that looks good. And I like these dots that they did too, like these little polka dots. I think that could also match my brand. So
Yeah, those are cute.
oh, I like this pumpkin. That's fun. I'll keep that. Oh, bread and cheese. Very charcuterie. Okay.
It's a
Now I'm gonna.
pomegranates in there too.
Where is that at? Oh, here. Yeah, I love
go.
that. Command C. I'm gonna copy it and then paste it over here. And I guess I'll just format my stuff for tomorrow if we have a few minutes. I don't want this guide there. There we go.
Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left.
Okay. It's plenty of time to start the business cards. So generally art business cards, they're like 3.5 by 2, I think is the average business card size. I'm gonna go ahead with that. I don't know if that's, oh my gosh, I did pixels, not inches.
It's because your artboards are built in pixels.
Yeah, I don't know why. I should probably change that. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this bigger, but keep it in the same proportion as like the 3.5 by 2. So my idea, and I don't know how it's going to execute, it's just an idea, but I was thinking like the back of the business card. So obviously there's going to be a front and the back. So there's going to be 2. So the front will have like all the information and the logo fairly big. And then the back, I was thinking I would make a pattern out of these illustrations. So I'm just going to mess around and try and format them in a way. One thing I noticed with making patterns is that to make it look seamless, it needs to be in a square. So I'm going to try and format these. You'll see what I mean. I'll show you what happens if I don't put it in the square format, but I'm going to try and do this as best as I can. I'm gonna reflect this.
Nice, those are coming together real nicely.
Thank you. It's so fun for me to do something that means nothing. You know, there's no pressure. It's just not means nothing. That sounded wrong, but
Yeah, you're not having to deliver it by the end of the day.
yeah, it's so nice to just like do it for fun. So I'm gonna actually make a square around it. Just so I can kind of fill in the tomato. I love it. Let's see what else I have. All right, I'm gonna go grab something else. Oh, a kiwi. I didn't see that last time.
Did we get the cheese or the butter?
I think we got the cheese. I'll have to double check.
Okay.
I didn't get the butter. Is there butter?
I don't know. The thing on the next
Oh,
to
this?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah.
What
Let's
is
try it. Oh, that might fit nicely up here. I'm really liking this jam in the middle. You know how like you put like preserves or whatever on a cracker with cheese? I think that it works nicely. Now I'm gonna switch these. Let's see.
So Allie, have you registered for Adobe Max yet?
I have not, but I'm going to, I promise.
Okay, well.
And I'll see you there.
There's a link in chat for you. So,
just for me, thank you.
Just for you.
Just for me. Yes, I will definitely be joining.
For those of you in chat who didn't know, it's October 26th through 28th is the Adobe Max. So go ahead and reserve your spot so you can max and relax. Ha.
Did you just make that up, or is that like
I
there's
did. That's definitely not
really
the
that was kind of
slogan.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a little bit impressive, I gotta say. Okay, so this box isn't going to actually be there. It's just for me to have this format in more of a square, because you'll see what I mean in a second when I make the pattern. Yeah, this pattern features like a gift from God, truly.
Yeah, I love it, especially because I don't typically do the square. I'll do like the hexagonal shape ones.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
The grids are a little bit more
separate.
But it's so lovely.
It's so amazing. Okay, so let's see how that's working. I'm just gonna move these down. So I'm gonna group all of these. Actually, I need something in this corner. Let's see. I'm going to group these all. And then object pattern make, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay.
Look at that.
So yeah, that's why you wanted to have, like, see how it puts this square around it? That's why if you want a seamless pattern, obviously if you don't, doesn't matter, but to make it in a square format, because now I don't really need to fill in the blanks here. It kind of does it for me. Yeah. And I kind of want it scattered. Yeah, that looks so good. Cool. So I think I'm happy with that.
Yeah, it looks great.
So now I'm going to put it on the business card.
Now we got the pattern.
And then I'm going to copy Command C and then Command F, paste in front, because when I do this, it's going to fill that whole shape, and I wouldn't have the greeting back if I didn't. Okay, actually, I forgot that I want it to be white, like all of these. Am I going to have to go and select all of these?
No, you can just Command A. You should
Command A is not doing it.
Just drag and select all of them then.
There we go. And I'm also going to make it a little bit bigger. I don't know if I loved, oh, whoops. Always hold shift when you make things bigger. It was a little bit too small for me. Okay. Yeah, wait.
They're going outside the bounding box, so they are overlapping on the repeating areas because you made them bigger.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Come on. Oh, not that. The computer's slowing down.
Annika asked, does Allie use the repeat grid radial mirror to make patterns as well?
I don't. I really only use this pattern tool because it saved my life, but I'm hearing about a lot of new things that I need to try.
There's just so many fun things.
It's too many. It's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's amazing how many different ways there are to do the same thing.
To do the same thing. Yeah, it's so funny to see like other people's processes, like watching the other Adobe lives. It's so interesting.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so now I'm just like reformatting it because it's a little bit messy. I just want it to look more seamless, you know? Okay, I think that looks good. There we go. I think that looks so cool.
Yeah, it's exciting. Sweet. So we've got about 2 minutes left if you want to kind of walk us through what have we done today, where are we going to go, you know, tomorrow, all that good stuff.
So basically we started off here, and again, it's a charcuterie food truck is this fictional logo, and Mitty's charcuterie would be like, it's my family's last name abbreviated basically. So kind of worked on some type here, figuring out different combinations. And then I went in and edited the font itself because I didn't like the format of it exactly. So I went in with direct selection and moved it around a bit. And then I knew I wanted it to represent a badge of some sort. So starting with the circles, we kind of messed with like tilting it up, having it pop out of the circle. And then eventually coming to the conclusion of this, which is an implied circle rather than having the lines like I did here. We added the Baltimore, Maryland at the top because I feel like it feels more personal and like homey in a sense. We messed with this. I do still really like this idea. I really like the slab serif. I think it looks good. And we stuck some cheese in there. I think that the idea of this would be really nice, like in a sub logo, which you'll see like with the cheese. Then messing with colors, again, my palette was very kind of dull colors, which I think is matching the vintage vibe. And I was really liking the blue and the green. So kind of still in the works of deciding between these two and then this one, but went on to make some sub logos, made a pattern right here. And then these would just be some fun elements that I would add in if this were for a client. And then I just barely started my business card, which I will finish tomorrow. And then I'll mock that up on a business card template and work on a menu in InDesign.
Sweet. So we got menus, business cards, maybe some more mock-ups tomorrow.
Yes.
Super exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Where can people find you? Give us a shout to your Instagram or whatever.
Yeah. So my main social medias are Instagram and TikTok. They're both AllieRose Co, AllieRoseCo. Pretty active on there.